Hi everyone. Hi everyone. I'm Wayne, and today I'll be covering some of the converters. So a quick introduction. We have the base converter functions, which is the general structure for the converter. The add stem converter, we have a markdown converter, a PDF converter, and an RST converter. And last but not least, a video converter. So what a converter does is that it converts all of the different formats such that are listed here into a markdown format. So the reason we chose a markdown format is because it's easily recognizable and you can do some processing more easily with markdown format. So I'll be covering the markdown converter, the RST converter, and the video converter. So let's start with markdown converter. So for all the converters, the main part that you need to look into is the toMarkdown function. So for this one, it's pretty simple because since it's already a markdown format, so you just have to write whatever you read. So basically, as you can see here, it's just like reading from the markdown file and then rewriting it to the output path. Next, let's move on to the RST. The RST one is also pretty straightforward because RST has like a built-in RC to MYST function. And this function basically helps you convert your RST file into a markdown format. And it's pretty straightforward here as well. We just process it, like we just process the markdown file. We do input file.read, and then you just put this in the function. And then you just write it out into a new markdown file. And then that's how you convert it. And the last one would be video converter, which is slightly more complicated, but it's also really straightforward. And yes, and again, we go to the toMarkdown function. So for videos, there's a few important parts that we need to look into. Is that first we need to get the audio. And the way we do it is that we have a function that converts MP4 to WAV, which is a audio format. And then next, we have to try to segmentize the videos. So the way we do it is that we have a process video scene. So what this does is that if for videos that, or for lectures that contain slides, we would segment the video into like slides. So each slide would be a segment. And this process video scenes will handle it and then label like the segment of each slide. And transcript, basically just getting the transcript. So the model we're using is OpenWhisper. And you just put in the audio and then you would get like the transcript. And then once you have the segment, the time segment, and once you have the transcript, what you need to do is that you put all the transcripts into its specific segment, and then there you go, you get a paragraph. And then once we get the paragraph, we need to reassemble the markdown format. So what I generally do is that I would use the content of each segment, and then I would use a model a check completion model. So for this, we're using Llama 3 to generate a title for it. And then what we would do is that we put the title as a header 1 written here, and then its content at the next line. So you get like a header 1 title, and then the next one will be its content. So this is how we recreate our markdown format, and then it can be processed afterwards for other stuff. So that's basically what it is for converters, and hope you guys understand. And yeah.